If you're thinking of buying or selling in Burlington anytime soon, please watch this video because it might save you a little bit of money and a little bit of stress because there is a lot of false information out there, unfortunately, but this is straight from the Toronto Real Estate Board. This is just straight stats. I just put them in chart form so, it's a little bit easier to read. So this is what's happening month by month in terms of number of homes sold on the Toronto Real Estate Board. So you can see here, October was not the slowest month of the year we've had so far, but it was pretty close. It has been on a steady decline since March. This is when the rate hikes came in. And the slowest month we've had so far this year was in January at 153. And since the peak of the market, the sales activity, it's dropped 55%. So only 165 homes sold in Burlington. This includes everything, condos, detached homes, everything in between. So the market's down 55% compared to the peak of the market. Now let's look at a 4-year comparison. I've done this for other cities and people kind of seem to enjoy it. So what I've done is I pulled up the stats for every October since 2019. So this is 2019 October, 2020 October, and these are the latest numbers, October 2022. So you can see here how each type of house has performed for the last 4 years. For example, a detached house in October 2019 was just around $1 million. Like they were selling for 1.01. Then it shot up about like $150,000 in 1 year and it was selling for 1.18. And then it was at 1.47. This is when the market was really busy. It was a little bit higher in the winter of 2022, which we'll get to in a second, but compared to last October, the prices are selling a lot. I mean, not a lot less, but the prices have dropped below what they were selling for last October. So right now, a detached house on average, these are average prices, is selling for 1.42. And a freehold townhouse, it was selling for like $669,000. Then it shot up all the way to 966, and it has dropped just below what it was selling for last year, only by like a couple of $1,000s. So if you look at these numbers here, you can see detached homes are hurting the most, which makes sense because they're the most expensive product on the market. Condos are actually doing okay. Condos are actually up compared to last year, last October, but we're going to get into month by month stats right now. Also, if you guys are curious, like which price range was selling the most at the peak of the market and what's the most popular price range right now. So the blue is $500,000 to $1 million. Yellow is $1 million to $2 million. And the dark gray is $2 million plus. You can see here like the most popular price range when the market was really busy. It was like in February, March, April, May. It was $1 million to $2 million because it was almost like impossible to find something under $1 million in Burlington unless it was like a condo building. So $1 million to $2 million was the most popular price range. And right now, ever since I would say June, that has been on a steady decline. And right now, the most popular price range since June has been $500,000 to $1 million. And if you look at 2 million plus, they had a whole bunch of sales like January to May, but it is almost like I would say less than 10 homes. I've probably since July, especially since July, it has been going drastically down. So $2 million plus, not selling as much as when it was the busiest time of the year, which makes sense. And we're not done. We're going to get into pricing right now. But if you guys enjoy this kind of stuff, please consider subscribing because it cheers me up and helps out the channel a lot because YouTube pumps out the content more to other people if they see that a lot of people are subscribing and liking and commenting on the videos. So let's look at pricing right now. The busiest time of the year was January, February, and March. And look at the price. Winter's usually slow, but this year the winter was like the busiest time of the year. At the peak of the market, in January, it was selling for 1.82, and that was the average price for a detached. And now, as I mentioned before, it's selling for 1.42. That is a drop of 22% since the peak of the market. So that is a big chunk. Like people have lost only in a matter of 10 months on the property value, like 22%. So that's average price for a detached. Now, if you guys want to look at median prices, which tend to be a bit more stable, pretty much the same thing. They are actually down 27%. Same thing, it was selling for 1.69, but now it's selling for 1.23. These are median prices for Burlington detached homes. So average prices are down 22%, median prices are down 27%. Now I also want to cover freehold townhouses. Same thing, average prices first. Average price peaked in February, it was selling for 1.28, and now it is selling for $964,000. It has been below $1 million since June, and that is a drop of 25% since the peak of the market. So pretty much in line with detached homes, they're also down like around 25%. If you look at median is actually down more. It is down 29% since the peak of the market, which in this case would be February at 1.3, and now it's selling for $920,000. These are freehold townhouses in Burlington. Now, I also want to cover condos. Condos also make up, I think it was around like 11-12% of the market. So average price for a condo, it actually shot up since last month. But you have to keep in mind, average prices tend to be a bit all over the place because especially like Burlington, Oakville, they tend to have high-end condos. So the market is down actually 8%. If you look at average prices only, compared to February to October, they've dropped 8%. But I want to show you guys this one, median prices for condos. They are selling for actually $620,000, and this is kind of a bit more in line with what's actually happening in the market. And they've dropped 19% since the peak of the market, which was in February. So that's what I wanted to show you guys. I've done market updates for like Oakville, Mississauga, Brampton. I try to cover every single city that I can, that I have access to the stats to. So if you guys need information on any other city, please check out my channel, because chances are the market update is there. And if you guys have any questions about the market, like in terms of like, is it a good time to buy or sell, you can call me or text me at this number. And I think that's about it for now. I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.